about it, and Shoxy's got Forest, so NiP a little bit slow to act upon the opening they created. And they haven't even crossed over to get the bomb down, and as they do, Happy catches them. The first one with the USB, and Shoxy's going around for the flank, but it won't matter. Happy's going to start off exactly how he finished yesterday, and LDLC claw into this round to get an early lead.
And so they get that very important CT pistol. Like, so it can change things so much now, especially as Smith wants to get on that op super fast and get on the confidence really fast as well. Because if you actually imagine that NiP, okay, they win the pistol, they get the AWP first, then Smith is going to be buying an AWP into already an AWPer. But in this way, if everything goes according to plan, he's going to be able to get an AWP, but he won't be contested, so he gets to get his confidence going, shots going. But Kiyoshima here, he has the shenanigans with the scout. We're going to see the push coming in long here now as NBK, usually so good to hold that, but NiP going to break through the lines now as LDLC have Shoxy on the bomb site. He's got to hold on, but he's already tagged low. Get Right finishes him off. In comes Kiyoshima with the scout, though. They're going to try to toss the bomb across the crossover as they don't have a smoke to cover. Kiyoshima unable to find an angle. Very smart play there from NiP to get that bomb down.
And they're already saving. They've already thrown in the towel on this round. So much like we saw in our bronze medal match, the Swedish team pick up an eco on the second round. So that's going to help them a lot moving forward. They should get a few more rounds on the back of this. They've picked up that shotgun. Michael Italy's going to hold on to that. Get Right picks up the M4, but they won't get that scout out of Kiyoshima's hands, and Smith will save, but that's all they're going to work with. It's going to have to be smart, although this is LDLC. They're so good with pistols, and they might come up with something brilliant again. Ooh, tags up on Get Right, and he's going to just fall back. They'll let that go, but the problem is he's only got 38 HP, and he's going to have to go back the long way. He's got to be careful with this bomb as it goes off, because he's holding that M4, and he just barely gets out. 6 HP.
So everything I said about, oh yeah, this is great. LDLC get to get Cecily up really fast. He gets to come his game, just get the confidence running. But okay, that's out the window now because NiP just decided to just barrel down long, switch it up, and now things looking pretty interesting here for LDLC as they do have a couple weapons saved, and LDLC is a team that is always going to get the pressure in. If they can buy, they will. And then it is the 2 pistols on Happy and NBK, but the rest have okay weapons. Kiyoshima still the scout, a really potent weapon on this map as well. So push coming in on Cat here for Shoxy, looking for the first frag. Gonna get it. Goes down to 2 health there. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Kiyoshima does get the jump shot. Finally pays off, and they want the weapons here, but they got to play it calm and careful. As NiP got so much time in the round, they're going to try to slow this down a little bit now as LDLC are running away with things here.
Equal to the task, they come right back. I said they're so good with pistols, but by saving that M4 and forcing out the other, well, never mind, NBK's dropped it. They did have an even advantage. In fact, they would have been ahead had they kept that gun and got the kill. Now they have an opportunity to get up catwalk. Shoxy, the only one there holding on to A. He's down. Happy's going to have to be very quick on this rotation, but again, NiP not taking the advantage they've given themselves. We'll just sit back and try and figure out their opponent. But watch out, Smith's coming in behind. Kiyoshima's in middle as well. They're going to get pinched completely. They've got to go forward. And they will actually, with a great entry from Forest, get Happy. And Get Right and Exist are already focusing on that flank as the bomb will get planted for Catwalk, so they will secure up close. And here it comes. Smith's around the corner. Exist already knows he's there. Spams away. Get Right actually gets the kill in the end. And it's all on to Kiyoshima, and he's actually going to run away with that AK. They know he's going to be going out long. I'm surprised Exist didn't, although of course didn't want to leave too soon and give away the round with low HP on Forest. I'm surprised he didn't try and cut him off, although as he crosses over into dark, if Exist pops out, he might still get that gun out of his hands.
So you can really see exactly what was talked about over at the experts desk, the analysts there, but with regards to Forest. Happy, what he did was he made a mad dash across the crossover into that position on the slope. If Happy's actually able to stay alive there and doesn't get instantly destroyed by a one tap and delays him long enough, maybe even get some damage or even a kill, just delays him a little bit, his teammates can actually get the flank going, and that can actually work then. But because they killed him so quickly, they get onto position super fast, and that's all because Forest is just so fast there. So Forest can consistently make entries like that onto the A site. Stuff's going to get hard here for LDLC, and it already is hard times for them now as the full buy comes in for NiP. Up on Michael Lele now, and Kiyoshima, the only guy to save something, and the CZ unhappy, but across the board, it's going to be a save otherwise for LDLC.
I think it's going to start off. Exist into Smith's. Kyo immediately back with 2. Holds off on that B side as Exist and Forest drop, so NiP are slowed down, and now Happy, and there you go, CZ75. They're so good with it. Takes down Get Right as well, and it's all on Michael Ailey, who does have the bomb in the AWP. And Freiberg, who has the AK. By the way, they've just secured one more As Shoxy pushed into the tunnels to grab the one that was dropped over there by Exist. It looks like they should quickly get this round against Ninjas in Pajamas and tie it up. They do so. Great play from LDLC, and just to make a point about the professionalism of these two teams and how well they know each other, even in the heat of battle, last round after that scout shot, Michael Ailey said, nice shot to Keo, and he responded saying thank you. So these guys have full respect for each other. There's no question that they will do so with both their gameplay and their efficacy.
So they picked the wrong side to go to, and now it's a big turnaround. Smith and Shoxy on the double AWP setup now for LDLC. This came about much more quickly than perhaps they'd otherwise anticipated. And got Happy and MBK rocking the defense there on long as usual. Kyoshima, a very strong, potent force on B, but he's going to be able to leave Smith there with the AWP. You can see Shox there looking for those players to come out of lower dark. Very common angle, very common timing around the 120 mark, and he's going to spot them now with the pistols. And
the setup's strong because look at, yeah, exactly that right there. Keo was waiting to go for a pop flash and was also faced away if they flashed through and forced Smith's back, or pardon me, Shoxy back, so he was there to perfectly cover off his teammate, but they're going to actually, despite Shoxy getting that first pick on Forrest, head toward long. Get Right's the one that gets the kill, but Happy peeks out from the CT ramp and already takes down Michael Ailey. Freiberg does respond, though. A nice shot from that P250, but both ops are still on the board.
There's big damage here, actually. 2 players down. 2 ops still in the hands of the 3 remaining LDLC players, as we are going to see Kyoshima looking for that cap push. Shox going to be on the angle on crossover. Gero jumping past him somehow. Shox against Freiberg. Freiberg does take him down. That's a 2-on-2 now. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, things become incredibly doable here. It's a 1-on-1. Get Right versus Smith. The bomb is down on the crossover, though, and Smith has his aim trained directly on that position. Get Right has 20 seconds left in which to find a victory in this round somehow. And there is Smith waiting for the play now. He knows Get Right has to do something. In he goes. He's going to hear him now running through the double doors. Get Right's running the wrong way, and Smith is going to take it down. But that is immense damage to the economy of LDLC. Only one player surviving, and that was from a double AWP setup. So that's going to sting a little bit there for LDLC.
And really, Get Right had no choice but to force the issue because, as we saw, the bomb was firmly locked down with that AWP. So almost 3 ecos on the board already.
Oh, double AWP for NiP now. Forrest and Michael Ailey. This is actually going to get really interesting real quick. Going to go for the jump shots and not going to catch any players yet. Does get the tag onto Happy. Smith and Shox going to give up the ghost on the mid trades on the AWP. This is going to be a slow round, I should think. And
Smith has to be careful about how predictable he is with that flash peek. He does so much with the AWP because if they've got a good spawn, they're going to be waiting in position pretty much every time. It's just a matter of hitting the shot at that point. Get Right going to flash in toward long. MBK pushed up, as is Shoxy with that AWP, and through both doors he does take down Michael Ailey. So early advantage again now going the way of the counter-terrorist side. Happy on 37 HP, but again, still a man advantage. Get Right this time going to actually pick up that op that was dropped. And they'll rotate around. Forrest is already through middle, getting very aggressive.
He's got to be really, really on point right now because they've got to get the opening kill very fast on that B bomb side. There's 2 players on the side. There it is. That's exactly what the man is there to do on NiP. Forrest pulls it off. That's a great tag there from Get Right. Going to drop the smoke to isolate that player away. And he's going to turn tail and run. But it's a 3-on-3 here. Happy going to find Get Right exposed on catwalk as we have the bomb planted. Freiberg, Forrest in with a very fast engagement. There it is. MBK takes him down now. Freiberg against 3 players, and Shoxy going to take him down on the window peak. And it's going to be the round there for LDLC. They hold on to these double AWPs, only losing 2 players, but NiP, they invested huge amounts into that round.
So finally LDLC with an opportunity to get a spread on the map that would have been expected to go their way, although it was NiP's choice. But starting on the terrorist side against LDLC, they've shown cracks on it this weekend. Is a tough task and can be done. No one more up to the challenge than the Ninjas. They're going to go for 3 Tech 9s. And no other investments to slide from a scarce few grenades. But yeah, look at this. It's going to be caught out. Exist and Michael Ailey are going to head that direction though, but Happy's playing on the off angle in the corner, gets both of them easily, switches over to the USB looking for the third, not going to find it, but he's done the damage, he's given them the advantage, although a Get Right evens it up on Kyoshima, and they've managed to secure at least 1 M4, make it 2 as Get Right picks up his own, and with 1 on Forrest, they could get an entry. Smith's going to try and hold off onto B, but lots of flashes and smokes doing their job. And he can't quite find the player who jumped up over top of the boxes. He saw him just at the end as he tried to fire a shot through the smoke. And with 2 ops, they try and close it down. They do get Freiberg. That's the bomb. That's crucial. They're going to get the second one as they try and spam away. Forrest not finding anything. And it's all on Get Right, who still sits up high on the stilts. Gets the shot from above. Shoxy down. 1-on-2. He's still got the sight. They still don't want to enter on him, but they do have the bomb down, and he has to cross. So they've got to wait for him to force his hand. He's going to get up close, still watching, making sure no one's going to push through him on window. He will go for the peek now. He realizes he can get across. He's not going to play that bomb for the second straight time. He's going to force the peek. Thinks better of it, goes back. If he tries to get this plant down, he's going to actually use it smartly so with the protection. He's trying to bait it out. Smith's not close yet. Such patience, such wits from LDLC to gamble against Get Right's play. He tries to dump across. He gets a little bit of damage done. This is tense, and this time he has to go for it. He is going to hold it. They come through. They do the damage. They don't get the kill, but in the end, MBK does get him. And Get Right tried absolutely everything to get LDLC to come out of hiding, but they're way too patient for that, and they come away with it.
Very composed in that 2-on-1 LDLC. Get Right forced into more or less an impossible situation with that perfect play from the French side as they pick up another round. 5-2, and this has been an incredibly back and forth and scrappy match so far. Forrest on the picks here for middle. There it is. That's the Smiths we know. Able to take down Forrest. That's an early advantage for LDLC. And Michael Ellie still has an AWP though, so it's not all over. As Get Right's able to find a pick onto Long. That's going to actually leave MBK alone there now. But he is very familiar with playing solo defense on Long here, on A. So just keeping things slow at the moment, NiP. Loads of time to work with. It's 4 versus 4, and that's definitely going to play in advantage of the T side here. Working towards some position. They're going to have Freiberg looking around Catwalk. He's very good at finding entries here and pressuring this spot and getting information for his team. That's what they need right now. Need to know where the hole in the defense is for LDLC. There's got to be one somewhere. But where can they find it?
Michael Ailey does have the bomb, interestingly, because he's the one trying to get that shot into B. That flash actually brilliantly caught out both Exist and him. As Get Right will join them. They are going to go in, but Smiths has already come around. There's no hole at B, but Michael Ailey, that's what he needs to do. He gets the shot, but Kiyoshima's still going to be there, and he's doing damage, but Exist will put him down. Now Freiberg is going to close out on NBK on the rotate, so Shoxy's going to run and hide. A gun round going the way of NiP, and this match is everything we've cracked it up to be. Back and forth, and if this is how the whole series is going to go, we've got a real nail-biter on our hands that could live up to pretty much every series we've seen up to this date in Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Yeah, and let's just check the money real quick there and the scoreboard as well, as Shoxy is moving around in A long. Maybe. There it is. All right, so you can see how the frags are going, how the money is for both teams. You can see it really reflects how back and forth this is at the moment. NiP might just be in a position to start actually forcing ecos from LDLC and start taking control of the match right here. And you can see, of course, MBK's not been getting a lot of action on long, which is why he's only got 2 frags at the moment. NiP been finding a lot of play towards middle, towards B and towards Catwalk, but not so much towards MBK's position at the moment. So good round for NiP. Only 2 behind LDLC now to tie up the match.
That was Michael Ailey's first kill, by the way. It was, of course, not the first time he had the AWP out, but it was a key one. He's got to get all of those. Get Right, though,
typical Smiths. The thing is that everyone knows that Smiths is going to do this.
That's my point. If he becomes too predictable, we saw Peter absolutely made him pay for it when CLG played them, and he actually gave up the op, passed it off to Shoxy and didn't play that position. He lost his confidence.
We got Get Right on the push here on A long, and this is the thing right now, is Garrus is going to sit there. MBK may not have actually seen him push through the smoke, so they might not know that he's there, but there is actually a tiny pick so you can see the legs of the guy who's standing in that spot. So Garro's not necessarily safe, but very key he is to push that position down to take control of long. As we're going to see Freiberg once again trying to work on the entries, but they have the option to go for the cat drop. LDLC though, they've had enough of this. They want to know what's going on, trying to get a peek into upper dark, and there it is. MBK does spot Get Right. Must have got the catch on the legs there underneath that blue container, but it's going to be NiP holding cat at the moment, still with options towards B, but they have Kiyoshima slowly moving down for information. Going to get spotted. There it is by Freiberg. That is an excellent kill there, completely dismissing Kiyoshima, and still, oh, nice tag there from Smiths. 4 and 4 though, 30 seconds left. NiP need to make a move now. Michael Ellie with a wallbang headshot on the AWP. MBK looking for this defense. Now he's alone. This is not an easy position to defend from. His teammates need to get here and fast. BK dancing the dance with Michael and Freiberg catching the rotators as usual. And things are getting awkward here, but LDLC have to rely on Smith now. 3 players left for NiP, all low, but Smith cannot do anything from that spot, and that's a nice round picked up by NiP as they extend the rounds for them. 1 behind now.
Great start. They lost the pistol T side. The eco brought them back into it, and they're hanging in there against the best CT team in the world. It was their map choice. They're confident on it. They're going back to that double op again as well. So Forrest and Michael I think that's the way to go. So Forrest going to be entering with the ops, and Michael there it is. He's picking it up now. He's on to Smiths through the cross at middle. Gives them the advantage early. It's the worst possible scenario for the CT side when you start out a round. They'll span out across the map accordingly. The bomb's still back at middle with Michael there. Freiberg's pushing up just a bit more aggressive, actually trying to hold that angle from middle onto Catwalk, and Shoxy's there. If he comes around the corner, it could go absolutely horribly for them, but they both don't connect the shots required. Freiberg actually took the worst of the exchange, and as a result, Shoxy falls back, and they'll just hold on. But they're regrouping on long. Getright's already gone all the way up. He's crossed over. He's at the platform. And if they're not careful, well, they've rotated off the Catwalk, but they've got the site in full control. And here comes the retake attempt. Kiyoshima and Happy draw Forrest and Getright with the kills. And now NiP should be able to tie this game up with ease, as Shoxy with very low HP will wait on Catwalk. And NBK has done nothing. They haven't even been able to take down 1 NiP player, so no rifles to even pick up and work with. NBK is going to go long and immediately get spotted by Existence. So 5-5, great start NiP.
Yeah, starting to come back together for them at the moment. Exist trying to actually get a little bit awkward there, but that's finally taken down with the help of Freiberg. And this is what NiP really needs to get going, and all thanks to these excellent entries towards the A bomb site at the moment. They're doing a really good job towards that effect. That was the thing, I think that's one of the first ecos we've seen from LDLC, and one of the reasons why those are so key is because that is the round where in NiP's position they can start actually getting bank, and once you start getting bank, it improves your options. You can take more risks on the economy or your prize.
Freiberg, speaking of which, has $9,800 at the start of this round, so they've got a great build going on for them now. They're going to flash over on long, and MBK's the man there.
We'll have to see if Getright is going to find a good challenge here. He has been... Oh, that's some good damage, and Shoxy's the glass cannon AWP there. He has no armor, so that first bullet is going to throw his aim up, the aim punch effect when he gets tagged by bullets. Of course, not as bad on an AWP as a rifler, but still, Shoxy not getting that exchange. Repositioning. This is a great position here for Shoxy. Very important here. Oh, he does spot the player. Oh, down to 5 health, so low. Shoxy in trouble now as Freiberg smells weakness, but Happy behind the barrels. Very committed in an exposed position, but quite strong. Those barrels can't wallbang them.
And no bullet penetration through the metal. So 5 aside, still up, despite that there's been some tense moments, none more so than Shoxy getting knocked down to 5 HP on Catwalk. He's still got that AWP, and he's adjusted over to long, but NiP look like they've fallen off that thought, and they'll readjust things toward middle. Forrest, oh, he did want to go through. He got flashed off just enough to slow him down, and now they will address it. He's got that AWP. They'll peek towards CT first, and he might get MBK. He does so. Michael also gets a shot with the double op setup, and he makes another one up close. Kiyoshima drops down immediately. Shoxy responds with his own, but Michael is coming on strong when they need him, no question. As it's all but done in another round, so Ninjas in Pajamas should go up 1 on the T side. That's very, very impressive.
Yeah, that was a really nice execution there into the site. Entries from both AWPers. NiP have been looking really good with this new style, because this wasn't what they used to play with. You know, when Fifth Lion was in the lineup, we would see actually Forrest AWPing on T side, but not as much as we're seeing on this new lineup with Michael Elliott. They've been going much more aggressive with this, and see some more damage here done by LDLC. There is Happy picking up a kill to get right. There is Shoxy with a defensive frag onto Freiberg as well. So at least that's something. They can keep hold of those weapons, and Shoxy, more importantly, keeps hold of that AWP for now. And we know he's on 5 HP. Should have enough time to survive here. Just enough.
Exist got him. Exist got him right at the end. And they had the money to pursue it, so Exist gets the kill. That's the op gone. That's absolutely
really
detrimental to to LDLC and Shoxy, because now they're back to pistols. They've only got Happy's M4 to work with, so Ninjas in Pajamas might pull 7 rounds on the T side of Nuke, at the very least. if not more. Forrest again trying to get a shot through the smoke at middle, missing out on his opportunity. They've actually stacked over toward B this time. Happy's joined Smiths and Kiyoshima.
And we'll have to see if this upper dark take can work out for LDLC as they try to make their way in. Get some information. They got a player, Shoxy on Cat with a deagle. They can sandwich them here on lower dark. This could actually go well now for LDLC. Gonna make their way in for the flank. That's good moves there from Smith. Does pick up the kills for Michael Lele. Good response there from Exist, however, as they are realizing that problems are at hand on Catwalk. Shoxy pulls out the Huandi, and Freiburg going to go down to Happy. What a round here from the French side. NiP scrambling to make sense of it all, as we now have Forrest and Exist left over. They have a minute left to work with, so they can definitely scrap together a play here. But things certainly look good for LDLC. They haven't been able to pick up a weapon just yet, though. Happy might just find the one-on-one against Exist. There it is, takes down Exist. Just Forrest left, but there is the frag with the AWP. 3 players left to find for him. 35 seconds now on the clock for Forrest. It's starting to get to be a problem here.
Smokes off middle. I thought by now he might just try and pursue on Catwalk because he knows Kiyoshima's at lower. So that means by process of elimination that MBK is the only one at A, but he wants to take this fight with Happy. He's going to try and come around, but he misses that op shot, and it's easily dealt back the other way. So LDLC do tie it up 6-6. And another eco for them. They pick up both AWPs as well, so that really, really brings them right back into it.
It's a huge shift on momentum, not just because they win, but they pick up big value on the double AWPs now, and straight back into the setups that they enjoy, that they're confident with. We're going to have Happy now. Going to be, is he actually going to boost? Yeah, they're going to go for the boost right there onto Cat. So they're going to have a nice presence on middle here. And we're going to get, indeed, Shoxy trying to push those double doors. They do get pushed back a little bit, but MBK is there ready on Cat to try to play with them, but his teammates couldn't make it forward, so he's going to have to back away as well. The aggressive intent here from LDLC on their CT sides, one of the reasons why they're so fearsome. But Michael Lele securing that position over towards Pit, able to take a kill onto Happy. And now LDLC feeling that pressure towards A.
And BK, who's been a little lackluster early on, hasn't quite warmed up per se, goes down again on Catwalk. So now they've got full control of A's. Get Right's already up on the platform. Shoxy's stuck down below at the elevator, and Get Right quickly disposes of him. So Kiyoshima and Smiths have the tough call. Do they want to go in on this, or will they save? And with the money as it is, really the only one who could buy would be Shoxy. Smiths potentially could force something out. I don't blame them for trying to run in high. Kiyoshima, though, will be under threat from Exist. He's going to come around. He's the lowest HP, so there's no doubt as to why he's hunting. And now he's told his teammates exactly where they are. And look at Get Right. He's running as fast as he possibly can to try and find Smiths as well. They want every gun they possibly can from LDLC. Freiburg's there. They've gone all in on this.
And they really have to keep these weapons alive now. So important for LDLC. Smith. There's a couple of defensive shots. Got the support there long distance from Kiyoshima, and they will hold on to it for now. As my player just going to keep his AWP. Oh, wow, it does take down Kiyoshima. Very nice there, but luckily for LDLC, that wasn't the AWPer, and they can actually build a play off of this. You can see that Smith is going to go for a drop here for some teammates. Shoxy had a lot of cash as well, so they are going to be on a bit of a buy here. Shoxy picking up the AWP. So LDLC not out of this just yet. Still going to be fighting back. NiP have been doing well to keep them out of middle. We know that they want these lower dark takes. That's the presence Smith brings, but Forrest bringing a presence all of his own on A long. Taking down Shoxy in the one-on-one.
They stay with this double op over and over again, and they're both getting kills. Forrest has found a few key ones. Michael Lele, as I've mentioned, has been absolutely strong and hard to deal with. Smiths has fallen back. He's readdressing the angle toward Catwalk. He's going to smoke it off, delay NiP just a little bit further. That's Get Right, who's the first man over there. He'll just lob an aid in hopes that someone is up close. Happy's the closest, but not quite where that detonation was. Kiyoshima, though, watch this all by himself. Oh, he's got to be careful not to peek too much. Actually, he's got to be careful not to turn his back because 4 players from NiP are going to come through. He's going to try and pop flash this and peek it. Oh, it almost works to his advantage. But I think with that shoulder peek, he did at least spot one, and smartly he'll fall back. He's inside the Catwalk. Michael Lele goes for the up-close off, not able to hit it, but Freiburg does get the kill before Kiyoshima makes a double. Michael Lele jerked off down. Happy's going to come back immediately on the rotation. Smiths with the op trying to find the players on the cross, but the bomb's already over. It's already down, and Freiburg disposes of Smiths as he walks through that smoke, and Forrest gets one more onto NBK, so 8 rounds. Ninjas in pajamas. The Swedes are showing off why Sweden is very much considered the best Counter-Strike nation in the world.
Yeah, this is a really strong showing from them. Then the fact that LDLC have been flipping the tables on them so much, and the fact that NiP have been doing just that to them as well, it is actually ridiculous. So hard to follow, but right now it's pretty easy to see that NiP are on a big advantage. LDLC actually just forcing up here for the last round, got themselves the armor, they got some pistols, and only one CZ, but you better believe that they can pull back a situation with the resources they have in hand at the moment. So, not many nades.
Smoke on the corner, get right, couldn't find a shot, but now it's going to be Smith. There it is, the pistol started off, but immediately Michael Haley again coming back and takes down Happy, and now NiP even it up, and they're going to get forced though. Watch this push from Catwalk, beautiful flashes. Michael Haley's got low HP, but Exist actually does get NBK Forest response. Kiyoshima's down and out. He's on low HP now himself. Smith responds with that 5-7. It's actually getting tense, but Exist will close out on Smiths. And NiP are just pulling well and truly out of reach at this point.
9-6 first half, NiP up on the T side here. Moving into that CT, they are going to feel really good about this. This is a best of 3, of course, the grand finals at the MLG CS Games. NiP looking strong with Michael Elliott into 2015. They had a shaky year last year, added Michael Elliott just before, 3 weeks before DreamHack Winter, the last major of 2014. They got to the finals against LDLC. LDLC got the better of them in that grand finals. They're looking to switch things up here, and they are looking stronger at the moment. So, going to have to see something special now from LDLC. They do have quite some tactics and strategies to display here on this this T side of Dust 2. It's one of their best maps. So
and it comes down to Kiyoshima ultimately. He's the man who's got to get the entries. Thorin said he's got a match Forrest. Well, Forrest went with an AWP, which wasn't the AK we're used to from him, but it worked so beautifully. So Kiyo,
one thing actually
pressure's on.
Is that NiP, of course, when they played against Dignitas almost took them down. One of the bigger weaknesses was actually Michael Lele on the defensive A, because they played setups where he became very key in getting the opening couple defensive frags. However, you can obviously, on the attack, mitigate this from LDLC's perspective with really perfect grenades. They are a team that have that capability, but at the same time, Michael Lele has been stepping it up now. He's peaking, he's getting his game on. We're seeing that he's a different player from the first day, he's a different player from the second day. He's just increasing his level.
When they played against LDLC at DreamHack, it came down to him playing well too, so.
Absolutely. So that could be the difference for me. I'm going to really have to see a good performance here from Michael Lele on his chosen position. He was on A previously, so I would expect to see him there again. But,
underway, halftime 2. Could be crucial for LDLC. They say they're the best Inferno team in the world. Well, it's going to come down to that. They're going to have to win that debate. As they do go for a stack at middle. Shoxy would have been victim to it, but they actually fall off it. That smoke just did enough, and he's getting dangerously close to being spotted as that smoke will dissolve, and they are still there. He's going to go through on this. He's got to be careful. Exist is going to get the shots. But all they get is information in the end, not a kill. As Get Right on Catwalk knows they're all in middle. Will pull back as well, and now he's got to deal with the push because Shoxy's coming through. Michael Haley's over at A. Nice shot with the USP. Good damage dealt. Shoxy's on 4 now. And that discourages them entirely. They go back and take a peek at how middle shapes up after any potential rotations. Exist gets the first into NBK. Shoxy still surviving with that 4. They're going to smoke off CT though, but they aren't committing to a B split. They don't really have the manpower to do it. They've got to go all together. They've got to work as a team, and Smiths has the bomb trying to get up Catwalk again, so they've gone back and forth. They're looking for that opportunity. They're looking for the opening, but NiP's playing this well. They haven't given them much. They haven't gone away from anywhere. Watch Kiyoshima. He goes one-on-one with Exist. They're going to smoke him off again. Exist, though, wisely gets out beyond the smoke and scouts out middle. And that should give away the fact they are all going Catwalk, with the exception of Shoxy, though. He has gone around to at least scout it out. He's going to realize now no one's there. They are both on Catwalk, or pardon me, on platform. Get Right realizes he's there, so they won't even catch him off guard. And what a team play as Exist and Michael Haley simultaneously get headshots. And Shoxy drops as well. So pistol round to NiP, and that's icing almost on the cake. We'll see if they can get to eat it as well if they close out on this match.
Well, you never want to count LDLC out in a round where they've brought up CZs. And this is that key round that they're so good at playing this kind of a position, especially against the weaker rifles and some of the SMGs. However, they didn't actually decide to... Okay, there we go. We're going to see a bit of a later buy there. And just one smoke on MBK here. And they are splitting up, so we're not going to see a fast set play, a fast execute from them. Potentially just going to try to see if they can catch some fast engagements around Cat and middle at the moment. NiP waiting, trying to use the ranges, they're not trying to push it, just trying to work on the team play setups and see what they can hold off here. Markleli with the smoke there. We've got Shoxy moving past it. Shoxy's very good on these kinds of entries. Markleli the P90 now in a lot of trouble. NiP need to get some support to him. Shoxy takes down Exist. In comes the spray. Markleli picks up one. Get right now to help him out, but he is going to get taken down. Happy going to flank Get Right. That's going to take him down. And once again, LDLC show exactly why they are sometimes affectionately referred to as LDLCZ.
Eco. Shout out to Eco. We've seen 3 of them already in this match. LDLC actually do get an 8, so it's not just done as NiP's going to try and make something out of it, but NBK gets the kill. Forrest is still in it, though. He's still got that UMP. He does catch out on NBK, but drops in the end. So they do come out with it. They do claw back.
A great play there. Really nice entry onto that A-bomb site. And good to know from them. I mean, they understand how powerful catwalk pushes can be if you get on top of the site really fast. Comes down to the CTs making a couple opening kills really quickly, but Markleli wasn't able to. I mean, the P90's not so reliable at those ranges with those players moving so fast. Either way, now NiP are 10-7, and this is a much different game now that we're seeing, because LDLC in control of things. Markleli on a mag, rest of his teammates with pistols, couple deagles in play, Forrest and Freiberg. Very scary, but definitely harder to pull out these kinds of rounds than if you have the pistols on the T side, where you can dictate how the round actually goes. Instead, NiP have to react with their pistols.
And it's such a contrast to how they play with pistols. They man-mode it up, they rush in as a team, and they get the kills. As soon as they go to guns, look how careful they're being and how timid they are. It's one of those weird things about LDLC. Their confidence is, I mean, it's not confidence. They want to play it smart. They don't want to lose the guns, but it just seems so ironic almost.
Shoxy the man for the cat place, much like Freiberg, often is for NiP. Going to get themselves out into middle, though. Looking for some openings here, but NiP, oh wow, there it is. That's what you want from Forrest. There's one, but still much more work to do now. Freiberg with his deagle, not able to connect with much, as now it's just 2 left for the Ninjas, as they have to fall back here now, save up these weapons. Markleli with the mag and assist with the pistol armor. So LDLC, they have gone out of the danger zone, and they're holding on to 4 weapons at the moment.
I think very much they don't want to give away as much frag money either. They're going to have to save 1 more at this rate. So 10-8, potentially 10-9. It's definitely far from over. The bomb will expire. Markleli's still at long. Might have MBK come around the corner, but it's actually Exist who's going to come under the most amount of threat. They are all lurking down below, but they don't go for the peak, so they'll get away with it. 6 players left at the end of the round. 4 guns still on the board from LDLC. Kiyoshima, the only one who didn't. He's got 5,700. He'll quickly buy out. Question is, what does he want to buy? Do they want to try and drop an op off for a teammate? No, they don't. He's going to go right to the AK.
Want to see a fast play here from NiP. Something aggressive, something a little bit chaotic. We saw LDLC actually manage to win a round similar to this by actually pushing players on cat and upper dark at the same time. However, they are going to just go a little bit standard right now. 2 players on long, challenging Happy. He's not able to get a quick frag there, so that's going to force him back and allow control of NiP's A-long. And they can actually leave Markleli there with the mag, but actually, no, he's over towards Cat looking for the jump shots, and Kiyoshima does get spotted, and I think he knows what's up over there, so might not challenge him directly. Bomb dropped towards A-long. Freiberg going to go in for the peaks. There it is with the... Oh, that's a lot of hit damage done, actually. Forrest might be able to pick something up here. 2 players incredibly low. Shocks on 1. 29 and 26 for Happy and MBK. And that smoke grenade hitting Markleli on the head there.
2 damage every time that happens. Down to 98 for him. Forrest is actually getting aggressive. He wants to force the issue because he knows the timing is such that chances are they aren't still there, and if he can get in and secure the position when they come back, it would be a huge help. MBK is actually really low, so 1 shot from that USP could do it, but they're pinching on him. They've already gone through middle. Forrest is alone, and he gets flashed off. There's absolutely nothing he can do at all. Happy, by the way, still in dark at mid. Might catch Get Right on that rotation, so LDLC gonna secure this round again. Get Right, though, not done with it and not going lightly. Still in behind, but Happy's gonna actually take him down and Exists as he turns around with the 180, and Smiths close out. So they do all drop in the end. 1-point game in the first map of the gold medal matchup. At the X Games in Aspen, Colorado, it's so tense.
Yeah, LDLC keeping their composure. From NiP, you can expect much the same. These guys are professionals, complete professionals. Again, if you are new to Counter-Strike, these two guys recently faced off in the grand finals of the last major, at the end of last year. It was a thrilling best of 3, and so far this is living up to that as well. Ryberg on the B defense here. Fast round here from LDLC. Serious business. They want to completely annihilate these weapons picked up by NiP. But it is going to be Michael A to shut down Shoxy. They do have Happy looking for some entries. Alone, he does take down Exist. That's a huge kill. That's going to actually allow them onto the A bomb site. His teammates are going to try to get there, but the bomb is dropped in middle now. MBK has to go pick that up, but Freiberg is watching the angle. Oh, what a shot there from MBK. 2-on-2, but Michael A didn't get right. 1 in 5 health. Somebody call a medic. These guys are so low at the moment, and MBK going to go for the play on towards B at the moment, although he is stuck between some smokes.
And interestingly, they're so spread out on the T side. MBK is going to go the long way with the bomb, even though he had B, just because
smokes,
despite that they're, well, you're right, the smokes, and despite that they're low HP, he doesn't want to have to face a 2-on-1 situation. Kiyoshima's going to make that impossible as he takes down Michael Ailey and Get Right still over B. That could have been really interesting if he went in for that, and actually they did come in and retake, because 6 HP, one player, it's still totally doable. 30 seconds left, they're still not there.
And I love the thinking from LDLC in that round. Just trying to hit a really fast timing up middle is really smart. Often, you know, when teams don't have ops, they might be a little bit light on a mid defense right at the start of the rounds. As a lot of players towards A. Come on, hold that. Well, let's see if Gerard can actually pull this off. He's got no health to work with. There you go. We'll get down. So I'll just finish my point quickly. When a team doesn't have any ops and they know that NiP don't have any ops, I mean, the presence on middle is not going to be so strong, especially as they know that LDLC are going to be strong on that mid challenge. So you're going to put some more players towards A long just to start things off. Then they might come in for some mid defense. But there we saw a fast hit. They beat the timing, got some opening kills. But NiP, they reacted well. To see if they can do something with these pistols here. Almost hit the shot. In fact, no, he did tag Forrest actually, down to 6 health.
And where he had no armor at all, it actually takes him down to just 6, and MBK will close him off. Had he had armor, he would have had a little more to deal with, but now they're going to get aggressive on long, and Michael Ailey makes Happy pay for it, and with no one to follow in his footsteps, they give up the rifle just like that. So an AK to work with, but Kiyoshima doesn't care how many guns or men they've got. He's going to take them all down as Exist Get Right, and now Michael Ailey as well, all drop. We said Kiyoshima had to be strong. He has been, and LDLC are equal to the Ninjas in Pajamas half. They have the lead. It's 11-10.
That guy is an absolute beast with the rifles. Just like playing deathmatch there. All right, so 11-10 now. LDLC taking the lead. The money is looking very, very strong for them at the moment. NiP need to stop them right now and start building back their bank, because things are starting to get really out of hand. Smiths and Happy picking up the AWP. Happy does pick it up from time to time. More often on CT sides than on T, so we'll have to see what he can do. Wanted to use that spawn, does get denied a pick onto long. Meanwhile, LDLC take control of middle and catwalk. Give themselves all the options. Get Right is going to be close to those doors now. Oh, there it is.
Smiths gets Forrest, though. I mentioned it. He's strong on this map with the AWP. Continuing on with it. Get Right, though, still at long. Might come out. Happy's holding the reverse angle, so it's not just for free. Smiths with that bomb. Watch out, Exist, though. Up close on Keo. He might try and go through. No, he's just going to sit behind the back of the door. Keo, I think, knows he's there as he nades through. And now they'll take...
This is what I was talking about as well.
Catwalk. Michael Ailey has to hit this shot. Happy finds Get Right. He waits patiently, and Michael Ailey actually realizes that they might come through that direction. He's going to fall off and try and catch him out, but Happy's equal to it. He takes him down, and it's all on Freiberg, who does get one in MBK at least. He's also going to spam through, does get Kiyoshima. This would be a 1v5 if he could pull it off. He's going to fall it back, I think. Oh, no, he can't even go for the save. I think that's what he was looking to do, but Happy catches him as well. So another huge round for Happy this weekend. He's had quite a number of them.
This is the thing, Happy. This guy can AWP really well. He's the in-game leader. He can rifle really well also. This guy is a jack of all trades, but he had a 3-kill round. That's really nice. But I love what Michael Ailey was doing there. He let go of the A site so that he could hold down long, make sure they're safe from a flank, and make sure his team could go for the retake. So that was smart by him, but LDLC on point, 12-10 now. Just the boost over the smoke.
Just to give an idea of Happy's performance, every single player on both teams is spread a bit between a distribution of 13 kills to 15,
nice.
but Happy's on 22 and Exist
Great prediction there.
tries to respond back to Shoxy as he gets through the smoke. So another early advantage here for Team LDLC, and they want to build on it. They're going to smoke it off on Forrest, who realizes he might have company from both approaches. But Michael Ailey and Exist are still in middle, so they'd have to get through them first.
Here we go, we got LDLC still working on that mid control. Shoxy with that early pick there, good prediction on the boost, the stack as the smoke was down. Exist close range, gonna spot there, and Smithstead does get a tag actually, not the frag though, as we do get a trade towards B. Forrest, good as always there, gonna shut down some of the strength of a potential B split.
We've seen him get 2-3 kills, 1-on-3 in this site before, earlier in the weekend.
Push is readying up now for NiP. For LDLC as they do molotov the plat there, and very close to actually tagging down Forrest, but he's going to be okay here, and this actually might obscure his position a little bit, these flames, as in comes the push now. Forrest needs a huge result. He's alone against the entire squad. He goes down immediately to the entry power of Kiyoshima, as now it is a hopeless round here for NiP. They cannot retake this bomb site, and the best they can do now is just to hold on to their weapons, because LDLC, with money as good as it is, they're going to be on the hunt.
So Exist and Get Right gonna have to be on their best and watch out for them as they come around. They can't hunt too aggressively though, because Shoxy's only on 11, Smith's on 7, Kiyoshima on 35. I mean, yes, they've got a lot of money, but throwing away 3 guns is still very costly. Happy pursuing through CT, and there it is. Look, Exist gets the first, Exist gets the second, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Although Shoxy's gonna try and respond. He's only got 11 to work with. He does actually get the kill. So Get Right survives. They get 2 more guns out of the hands of the terrorists. But LDLC, a CT team on Dust 2 are pulling away. And now we are looking like that 2-0 prediction might be possible, because they claim they've got Inferno in the bag. We'll see if that's true, but it's not done just yet. Ninjas in pajamas with a potential answer. Get Right, the only one with that gun, though.
A new storyline in the making between these two teams. LDLC besting NiP in the previous major. Are they to be unstoppable against the Swedes? We're going to find out. I'm going to have Happy going for these picks again. He loves trying to get those picks. He's feeling really good on the AWP there towards long. Doesn't get anything this time. Only the rifle on Get Right at the moment. NiP playing a cautious round at the moment as well. 3 towards B and could actually work for them if they're able to push up and dart quickly. But LDLC are looking to put on the pace as well, as they do have Shoxy up through his usual tricks here. Going to get flashed over into the pick onto the A bomb site. He's going to pick it up onto Michael Ailey. Freiberg and the rest of NiP are going to try to make their way through Upper Dark, but that bomb is going to be easily planted down the A site. Forrest does take down MBK. That's going to be a gun for him. But again, that bomb safely onto the A site. So NiP with a lot to do.
This is questionable. Get Right has Happy in middle, as does Exist. Forrest is going to come around. Oh, he might catch Keo, but no, Keo's going to get him. So now Get Right's in an awkward position, as he's all that's left, and they know where he is. They're pinching from both sides. He's going to try and run. I thought they might have just tried to hold on to the 2 rifles they secured. They might not get any, because look how close they are. And Kiyoshima, man, oh man. This guy's making an early case to be Player of the Year for 2015, the way he's playing in this tournament.
And in the French shake-up, we had all the French lineups mixing up. With LDLC, I mean, Shox was, I believe it was Shox who was kind of like nurturing Kiyoshima's talent and bringing him in, taking him on. And right now, he's proving to be everything Shox believed him to be. Kiyoshima looking fantastic. Still the double orbs working effectively here for LDLC. However, NiP with a double orb setup of their own. This could be the very round in which they're able to bring things back under control. That's it. Michael Ailey takes down MBK. Early advantage here, found by the AWPer of NiP. However, Get Right needs to be very careful here now. Shox, he could just blow this round up. They pass each other. Get Right's gonna be a little bit confused. Does turn around for the trade. So 4-on-3, NiP still with an advantage on the players. The bomb in the middle, and Forrest picks up another one. Beautiful stuff there.
Finally, one of the keys is NiP look to finally get another round. About time is the fact that Get Right in the first half was excellent, as you'd expect from him, but he's gone very quiet in halftime number 2. In other rounds, in other matches they've played on this map in the tournament, they actually have had a good crossfire along, but they haven't had a chance to use it. Exist will close out on Smith, so there it is. NiP do get to 11, but they've still got to hold on, because it's only 2 rounds lost and it's all over on map 1.
Never, ever count out NiP in a grand final. You just can't. the amount of times that I felt like, you know, it's over for them. They pull out the NiP magic, and we'll have to see if they've got it still in the bank right now, because it is very close right now. The money is completely screwed over for them. They've got to pull this one out. There's a great kill coming in from Smith. They're trying to get the trace working for them, but they just can't find it. And that early pickoff could be the difference here now for LDLC in this round. Forrest now warping.
And he's going to have to be sharp. He's the only one in the middle to hold it. They're still outside the doors. Shoxy's waiting at the headshot box for that smoke to go away. Smith's holding on to the cat angle as well, so no one can push there, but they aren't really thinking about it. And Shoxy, that's exactly what I was talking about. Just absolutely rips the head off Forrest. We'll see you next round, but Freiberg's not done. He's going to try and pop and flash in, but they're going to pass each other in the smoke, and MBK actually sees him because the back was turned, and now it's going to be Smith takes down Exist. Get Right all that's left. Get Right's going to spam away, tries to get happy, but he can't ask for anything at all in this round. 1v5. And it's going to be match point. Map 1, NiP's choice of map, by the way, for LDLC. Get Right can even hold this gun. Happy up close with the op, takes him down. This is looking pretty much done now. LDLC want to go up one and start off right for this gold medal.
Sort of Happy, the in-game leader there. The Cerebral Assassin. And the reason why I attached Assassin onto that is because he frags so well. And right now, we're seeing no different from that. His team working as a unit, and they are so good. Look at this, all on the snipers. Oh my god, these doors, there's going to be nothing left of them after this round. As Happy's going to switch out for a rifle now in this...
They dropped that second op down awkwardly. I don't know why they put it there. That means they had to retrieve it.
They just wanted the ops for the early pressure on the double doors. They have so much cash in the bank, all on 16k basically right now. NiP on a defense hit. Two players on a B setup. They are rotating a bit aggressively here towards Catwalk. But they have to figure out what LDLC are doing. There you go. Michael Ellie picks up MBK through the doors. Good stuff there from him. Might just be giving NiP the chance they need. Exist only on the 5-7. Get Right with the cover though. Here it is. Misses a shot. Shoxy so good, but Exist. Oh no!
What?
Exist can't get the frag. Shoxy with two insane entries onto the catwalk area. Michael Ellie now, can he save it? Goes for the jump shot. Won't connect. As now it's a 3-on-3, and what looks to be so good, so opportune for NiP, suddenly is turning to ashes. Can a Phoenix rise? Can Michael Ellie find a frag here as they move across the crossover? They are covering it well, these grenades. And there you go, Smith is looking for Michael Ellie. Smells the AWPer over there. As the fire is burning away towards CT. Bomb goes down, it's a good Molotov there. NiP going in, look at that, the Molotov's going to burn Shoxy alive. Michael Ellie going in now, misses the flick shot. Two players down towards long for the LDLC lineup. Smith gets the frag, Forrest coming in, all on Freiberg, no! Kioshima gets it, what a wonderful display of skill from the French lineup to bring it back to a dominant end of Dust 2.
Such even frag distribution for pretty much everyone. And although Happy was the man who was out in front, I think he was mid-20s, he might end it with 25 after